So this is changing the subject of formula. Before I continue, just press the subscription button and like. You can comment. Yes, if you want more videos on a particular topic, you can send the topic and I will make video on them and send it to the channel. So I want to talk about the change of subject of formula, and this particular topic is going to help us in solving problems on direct variation, inverse variation, joint variation, and partial variation. So I want to solve these following questions. Number one question says x plus a equals to b. So they say we should make x the subject of the following equation. What does that mean? You have to make x to stand on its own. So to make x to stand on its own, here we have to move a. And for us to move a, you first of all have to consider the sign in front of a. The sign in front of a is plus. So you have to move to the other side. And for a to move to the other side, to cross equality sign, the sign plus will change to minus. So we have x to be equals to b plus a crossing here will change to minus a. So we have x to be equals to minus a. This is how to make x the subject of formula. You can see how simple that is. So number two, moving over to number two, we have a minus x equals to b. A minus x equals to b. So we have to make x the subject of formula, you remember? So I have to move minus x to this side and bring b to this side. And for me to move minus x to this side, I will have a to be equals to b. Minus x moving to this side, we change to plus x plus x. Alright, so our aim is to make x to stand on its own. That means b has to move to this side. So we will have a for b to move to this side plus b, because there is invisible plus here. When there is no sign, know that there is invisible plus. So plus b crossing equality will change to minus b equals to x. Therefore, arranging it, we have x to be equals to a minus b. You can see how simple this is. So we are starting from the simple to the complex. So this is how to make x the subject of an equation. Now, let's move over to number 3. Number 3, we have ax equals to b. Something you need to understand is when you have ax, that means a times x. That will give you ax. So ax means a times x. Alright, so the reverse of multiplication is division. So what are we going to do now? Since we have ax, we need to remove a. And to remove a, we say divide both sides by a. So that you have ax divided by a equals to b divided by a. When a here cancel a here, what remains here is what? X equals to b over a. You can see how simple that is. Alright, you can see how simple that is. Alright. Okay. Now we can see how simple that is. So we are going over to number 4. Number 4 is ax plus bx equals to c. Ax plus bx equals to c. Ax plus bx equals to c. Plus bx equals to c. This place, you need to see that x is in 2 places. And for that, you need to factorize this. So what is common? What can I find here and find here? I can see that I can find x. So I will make x common. Alright? So x into ax, meaning that x cancel x. What remains is what? A. Plus x cancel x here. What remains is what? B equals to c. So that is to show you have what? X bracket a plus b equals to c. So I want to make x to stand on its own. I have to divide both sides by a plus b. So I will say divide both sides by a plus b. So I will have x bracket a plus b divided into a plus b equals to c divided by a plus b. So a plus b cancel a plus b. What remains is what? X equals to c over a plus b. That is the answer. We can see how simple that is. Alright, the next thing we have there is number 5. And number 5 is ax plus b equals to c. This is very, ax plus b equals to x. This is very simple. So we have to move x to this place and move b to the other place. So we have ax. For x to move here, it will turn to what? Minus x, because there's invisible plus here. So we have minus x equals to, for plus b to cross to this other side, you have minus b. So what is common here? What is common here is x. So we have x. X into x, what remains is what? A. So x divided by x, what we have remaining is 1 equals to minus b. So here we have x bracket a minus 1 equals to minus b. For x to stand on its own, we divide both sides by a minus 1. So we say divide both sides by a minus 1. By that you have x bracket a minus 1 all over a minus 1 equals to minus b all over a minus 1. Alright, a minus 1 cancel a minus 1. What we have is what? X equals to minus b all over a minus 1. Alright? So that is what you have as your answer. Alright, so we move over to the 6th one. Alright, the 6th one is a over x. A over x equals to b. Equals to b. So when you have a denominator, the simple way to do it is to multiply 2 by the denominator. You say multiply through by the denominator, which is what? X. So that means here multiply by x, here multiply by x. Why did I say multiply? Because there is divide. Remember I told you that reverse of division is multiplication and the reverse of multiplication is division. Remember here I say that we have ax equals to b. Because this is multiplication, I say divide both sides. Here we have a divided by x equals to b. Because it is division, I have to say multiply both sides. Showing that multiplication is the reverse of division and division is the reverse of multiplication. Same way addition is the reverse of subtraction and subtraction is the reverse of addition. Alright, so here we have x multiplied by a over x equals to x multiplied by b. So x cancel x, we have a to be equals to x times b, bx. So when you come to this point, remember that what you want to make the subject of formula is x. So we want x to stand on its own. We divide both sides by what? By b. We say divide both sides by b. That means this a divided by b and bx divided by b. So we have bx divided by b equals to a divided by b. B cancel b. You have x to be equals to a over b. And then the next one we have number 7 is a over x A over X plus B equals to C. Right, so we have to make X the subject of formula. So to make X the subject of formula, we already know that the denominator here is what? X. Alright, we say multiply through by X. That means each of the terms should be multiplied by X. We have the first time A over X multiplied by X. Okay, plus X multiplied by B equals to X multiplied by C. So when X cancel X, what remains here is what? A minus X times B, A plus X times B, B X equals to X times C, C X. So when we reach to this point, we have to bring this one to this side and this one to the other side. Alright? Okay? Alright, or you also have to move this one to this side. There's no problem. Anyhow you want to do it, you can still arrive at the same answer. So assuming we are moving B to this side, we have A to be equals to CX. For plus BX to move here, it will turn to what? Minus BX. So when we look at this kind of equation, we'll be able to find out that the next thing we have to do now is to factorize here to find what is common. Alright? So CX minus BX. What we need to do here is to factorize this. Okay, to do that we have A equals to, what is common here? We can find X here, we can find X here. So we'll bring X and put in bracket. X cancel X, we have C remaining, minus X cancel X, we have B remaining. Alright, so here now the next thing to do is to divide both sides by X. Okay, divide both sides by C minus B for X to stand on its own. So we say divide both sides by C minus B. Alright, that means the X bracket C minus B all over C minus B equals to A all over C minus B. Alright, so C minus B cancel C minus B. What remains is X equals to A over C minus B. So we can see how simple that is. So the next one is number 8. Number 8. So number 8 we have X over A plus B equals to C. So the denominator is A. We can say multiply through by A. That means each of the terms should be multiplied by A. We have A multiplied by X over A plus A multiplied by B equals to A multiplied by C. So A, we cancel A, we have X plus A times B, AB plus equals to A times C, AC. So after this we have X plus AB equals to AC. So we need to move this to this place so that we're able to factorize. So we have X to be equals to AB equals to AC plus AB is here. When it cross equality, become minus AB. So A is here, A is here. So we can look for what is common. And what is common here is what? A. Alright? So we have X to be equals to A bracket C minus B. That is our answer. You can see that it's very simple. So this is the way you can change the subject of equation. It is very simple. There are more questions, more complex than this. I'll be making videos on them in the next video I will upload so that you see how to make the subject of formula. Alright, so thank you for watching. Subscribe at the subscribe button, like and comment. Love you.